is Marlon, and I'm going to tell you what perseverance means to me. For example, if you are working on a test, don't give up. Another example is when you are playing Foursquare. Don't quit after you lose one round. Keep playing. If you keep trying, you'll get better at it. This is why perseverance is important.
Story, otherwise known as a yarn. See what I did there? So she's going to tell us a little bit about something special that she has for all of us.
Thank you, Ms. Lindsay. Good morning, everyone. So good to see you. Even when I'm not here, part of my heart is always here at Chapin. I think about you all the time when I'm not here, and I have been working on a project. I asked Marlon to stay with me today because he talked about perseverance. I've told this story before, but when I was a young girl, I always wanted to learn how to crochet. My mother crocheted, my great aunt crocheted, but my grandmother said I never learned. And my mother tried to teach me, and I could not learn. And my great aunt tried to teach me, and I still couldn't learn. I went away to college, and my college roommate was crocheting. And she said, "Oh, don't you crochet?" And I said, "No, I don't know how." And she said, "I'll show you." And with the way she showed me her technique, I began to crochet. I couldn't get enough yarn. I just kept going and going. And I was making something called a granny square, which is usually about 4 inches around. My granny square was so big, it could cover a great big double bed. And I took that home to my mother when it was time for Thanksgiving. And I said, "Mom, I've got a surprise for you. I learned how to crochet." And she loved what I had made, but she said, "Lee, show me how you crochet." And I showed her. And my mother could not crochet that way. And I said, "Mom, show me again how you crochet." She showed me again, and I could not crochet the way she was doing it. Even though I knew how to crochet, it didn't fit. Of course, I had to investigate that being a scientist. And I found out that I was crocheting in the European style. And it was an older fashioned one. And even some people said it was backwards. I didn't like being called backwards, but I did like what I could do with crocheting. Through the years, I've taught many, many children. 45 years of teaching. That's older than most of your teachers. And I've made hats for children. This year, my mission, when I left here last year, was to make a hat for every single one of you. So today, when you have time in homeroom, your teachers are going to share with you a bag of hats. And in that bag of hats are many different colors. Marlon, I asked you to stay up here because you talked about perseverance. And maybe you'd like to, how's your hair? Do you mind getting a little messy? Maybe Marlon will try one of the hats on for you to show you what it's going to look like. Thank you, Marlon. You get to keep that one. You can take that one. Teachers, there's 2 extras in every bag, so there are enough for the teachers, or if somebody needs to change because of a color, you'll have plenty. So, thank you, Ms.